Hey there everyone, I'm the Gross Kitty and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Um, Last episode we basically just discovered free time and they gave the first motive which was basically, it showed their, probably their closest people to family, and then showed something tragic after it. And then we had to knock at the door towards the end. I can't remember if the person came in or not, so I'm not going to spoil anything because, like I have said from the beginning of this series, I do know up until the first class trial, so I do know what happens until then, but I believe we are going to get close to that today. So, before we get into the video, hit the, consider subscribing if you are new to the channel. I will upload very frequently, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single video. If you do like this video, be sure to leave a like before you go, and leave a comment telling me what you think of the video, or any games you would like to see me play in the future. So, on to the video. I'm gonna say we're probably gonna have to open the door. I'm really sorry to come by so late. Sayaka? Well, let's talk to Sayaka. Sayaka, what are you doing out so late? That's when I noticed. Her body was trembling. Is everything okay? Sorry to bother you, but something really weird just happened. Something weird? Just a little while ago, I was laying down in my room, and all of a sudden my door started rattling and shaking. Her voice sounded like all the air had been squeezed out of her lungs. Just hearing her talk made me tense up. It was like someone was trying to force the door open. My door was locked, so they couldn't get in, of course. But they started shaking the door harder and harder. I was so scared I couldn't even move. So what happened? After a while, it just stopped. I let some time go by, then I got up and opened the door to check outside. But there was nobody there. Someone tried to force their way into your room? But who would do something like that? It's not like I'm suspicious of anyone here, but still, it makes me nervous. What if something like that happened in the middle of the night? What would I do then? You don't have to worry about that, right? I mean, we can't go outside during nighttime. But that's just a promise we made, right? If someone decided to break that promise, then why don't you stay in my room tonight? Would that make you feel a little better? What? All it said in the school regulations was that we had to sleep in the dorm rooms, right? It didn't state specifically which room each person had to sleep in, so... But two people sharing one room is, you know... Oh geez, I'm sorry, I didn't even think of that. Honestly, that didn't even cross my mind. No, I know, me neither. It's not even that I mind the idea, but... if you don't mind, could we maybe switch rooms just for tonight? Switch rooms? If it'll help you put your mind at ease, then it's totally fine with me. But I don't mind you staying in my room, but... Are you sure you're okay with me staying in yours? That doesn't, like, concern you? It's fine, I trust you. In that case, then... Ding dong, ding dong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 as such. Soon the doors to the... Okay then. Sweet dreams.
Oh man, it's already nighttime. Okay, so it's settled. I'll head to your room right now. Oh, if we're gonna trade rooms, we better trade keys too. That's right. We'll have to trade keys. Again?
Like I said, I'm psychic.
Huh. Hey, Aren't you gonna say you were just kidding? What if I wasn't just kidding? Something resembling a smile had made its way into her face. Thank goodness. It looks like she's already started to get back to normal. Okay, we better trade keys then. Yep, let's do it.
Okay.
We exchanged keys, and when I looked back up at her again, there was another worried expression. Makoto, please be careful. If someone comes to the door, don't open it no matter what. I won't. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Oh, by the way, just so you know, my bathroom door tends to get stuck. There's a little trick to opening it. You have to turn the knob, then lift up on the door while you pull it out. Just do that and the door should open no problem. Okay, but the showers don't work during nighttime anyway, right? Oh, that's right, I totally forgot. But I guess I might use it when I get up in the morning, so thank you. Wouldn't she need to go to the bathroom, though? Okay, well, I'd better get going. See you tomorrow, Sayaka. Oh, and about what I said before. When I said I was psychic, it really was a joke. Honestly, I'm just very perceptive. Yeah, I know. Good night, then. See you in the morning. Sayaka gave me one last parting smile, and I headed off to my room. I looked around as soon as I got out into the hall. Everyone else's doors were closed. There was no sign of life. Good. There's nobody here. Making sure nobody was around to spot me, I rushed into Sayaka's room. So this is Sayaka's room. It really doesn't look any different from mine. It smells nice, though. The bed itself looks exactly the same, but knowing Sayaka slept on it makes me look forward to trying it out for myself. Okay, that's very creepy. That's something very creepy to say. If I remember right, all the girls' private bathrooms have locks on them. I'm a little reluctant to go in. It's kind of weird to dig through other people's trash, but I couldn't help taking a quick peek. There wasn't any doubt about it. It was the DVD with her name on it that we'd found in the AV room. That reminds me, I never did get a chance to find out what was in her video, but it's probably best if I wait until she brings it up again. She seemed pretty bothered by it. I'd say you'd probably want to check that out. Monitors. I'd say you probably want to check that out. My room came with a toolkit, but Sayaka had a sewing kit, just like the note said. And next to it is the map of the body's vital organs. I don't think Sayaka would like me snooping around too much. I should probably go to bed soon. As I lowered myself onto Sayaka's bed, a pleasant fragrance enveloped me. Sayaka's scent. Maybe it'll bring me some sweet dreams. Again, very creepy. Yes, you are a teenage boy, but it's still creepy. Feeling a little better than before, I fell asleep. I like watching these. Imagine you're all on a big spaceship in the middle of the intergalactic adventure. You've heard of Noah's Ark, right? We're sort of like that. We've set sail and left Earth behind. Here you don't have to worry about crazy neighbors, corrupt cops, drunk drivers, or pyromaniacs. You don't have to worry about the ozone layer or asthma-inducing air pollution. And of course, you don't have to stress about studying for finals or practicing for the big game, but even our divine world of freedom has a few rules. After all, freedom can only exist because of rules. If you're really dead set on returning to that tiny piece of dog poop you call Earth, please do your best to follow the rules. I hope I've made myself perfectly clear.
So then, let's everyone
morning.
Good morning, everyone. It is get ready to...
I sat up, still half asleep, and rubbed my eyes. Slowly, I pulled myself out of bed. I remembered I was in Sayaka's room. I just remembered. I promised to eat breakfast with everyone else. I better get going. I left Sayaka's room and made my way toward the dining hall. It won't even let me walk around. Aww. We got Aoi, Taka, Sakura, and, why can't I remember her name? Chihiro. A few people had already gathered at the dining hall by the time I got there. Hello, Makoto, and good morning. Can you believe it? I was the very first one here this morning. Good morning. Morning.
Hey, Makoto.
I suppose I'm early. I figured everyone who has arrived on time could be considered model high schoolers. And the ones who showed up a little late... Yo. Sorry I'm late. My makeup just would not cooperate this morning. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. My morning duty took a little longer than usual. Well, that's suspicious. We're the types with a more relaxed sense of time. Most high schoolers fall into this category. And finally, the ones who kept everyone waiting forever. I suppose I'm late. Good morning, everyone. My bad, guys. Slept right through my alarm. What? Is it so awful to be late? I didn't oversleep, just so you know. Nope, got lost. I blamed the Bermuda Triangle. Don't care about time or other people in general. They kind of move at their own pace. Sayaka's a model student, though. She would probably show up. But regardless, everyone had arrived. At least, that's how it was supposed to go. Are you sure? Wait, aren't we still missing some people? Yeah, Sayaka and Byakuya aren't here yet. I don't know about Byakuya, but I would definitely put Sayaka in the model high schooler category. So for her to be so late... What's going on? Did something happen? Hey man, have you seen Sayaka? Why would I have? I just came straight from my room to here. Did she forget about our breakfast promise? I got the sense she always has her stuff together. Listening to everyone talk like that, a small, dark speck of unease rose inside me. And that speck started to grow quickly. I need to go. I have to check on her. The words had barely left my lips before I flew out into the hall. Where I headed was my room, where I'd let Sayaka stay for a single night, where she was supposed to be safe. But over the course of that one night, the room had been completely transformed. I was going to say the room is ruined, but sure. What the heck? So we're gonna... There are slashes and gouges on the wall and the floor. More importantly, where's Sayaka? Let's go into the door that's ajar. I better check the bathroom. Let's take a look inside. Yeah. Yeah, and it makes sense. It makes sense. Because she's the childhood friend. It took me a second to realize that I was screaming. Okay, so they did mention, they did notice this dying message. I'll get to that in a second, because I'm pretty sure we'll be able to see that in a second. But I saw it dug its way through my eyes and buried itself in my brain. And then, everything went black. He blacked out. Chapter 1, To Survive Deadly Life. We're halfway through Chapter 1. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at the huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before. And when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. Everyone? Ah, you're awake. Finally. Are you okay? Now's no time for sleeping. Get your up. Huh? You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here. It's no surprise considering what happened. What happened? Hey, are you okay? So it wasn't a dream? What I saw, it was real? That's right. It really did happen. Sayaka is dead. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka is... If Sayaka is... You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself. Listen to us, man. What do you think's gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend, Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she really was gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma, he told us to all come here. Well, hold on. Don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But I'm the one who convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason. We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka. I would never do that. If you couldn't believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again? Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you, I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here. I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the fair times one rule.
What?
Then who did it? Who killed her? You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka? Oh, and yes, I have been coughing. I ran too much and I had an asthma attack, and ever since yesterday I've been coughing nonstop since then because I don't have an inhaler anymore. Don't be stupid. That's... What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. I always thought it was Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that. You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her. Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they want to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone? It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth. That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's 'cause... naive. You're just so naive. You think it's really that easy. You could just kill someone and waltz on out of here? You're super naive. Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. I can say that. No. The real thing has just begun. The real thing? Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Perhaps.
You are referring to the rule number 6 of the school regulations. Anyone who gives yeah, unless they are discovered. That is what you are talking about, is it not?
In other words,
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone. You have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So, a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep. It'll be a few hours before the murder. Oh, after the murder. We're gonna hold a class trial a few hours before the murder. Whoops. Everyone will gather together, including the blackhead who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will all engage in a one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the Blackhand is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
well,
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Probably death. Oh, well, to put it simply, it's execution. It's death. Execution? And by execution, you mean...
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Zzz, zzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
So, to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, that only they die, but if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed? What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing. Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully, because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind. The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. Wait, hold on a second. You're freaking insane, you know what? You know that? A class trial? What the heck is that? I don't want anything to do with it. Why not? What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone? What? Are you saying you're not gonna participate in the trial? or punishment awaits some blasphemy.
Talking about?
What punishment? I might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something. Say whatever you want. I'm not gonna be part of this. Don't be so selfish. You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me, I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then... yeah.
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help to me, godly spear, Gungnir.
That was a little bit different in the anime. I knew it was coming too! I still hate seeing this. I really liked your voice too.
This wasn't supposed to. Why me?
This wasn't supposed to happen. But you invoked it. Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
What the? I don't... This can't be real. No way! Now I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know. But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson after all. Ah, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you just obey those school regulations.
Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She'd died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being. It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality.
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew it.
No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
Say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly, you can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now.
I make him sound like a whiny 2-year-old. Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it...
The Monokuma File!
I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I gotta see it all go down.
So then,
Wait, so then, you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial. Now could I?
correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well,
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd find ourselves in a situation we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her. Kyoko.
Hey,
I knew I liked her. No, it's no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. Right. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else. Huh?
in other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust is not, or not trust is, of course, up to you. Continuing to think about and talking about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything. Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame. What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward. We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in heck am I letting someone kill me. Alright, darn it. Let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right. We just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. That's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. Okay. So everyone's here. We're probably going to leave.
Just a second.
What? Huh? Before we begin the investigation, isn't there something else we need to discuss? Oh yeah. Really?
Hey,
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so no one can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey,
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay then. Then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no. We can't just leave him there alone.
what?
What? Why the heck not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. What? F you!
So then.
Fine, then I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way, there's no problem. 2-player co-op based defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
Just a second.
What? Well then, discuss it already.
Okay.
We're going to find out who the killer is. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. Can I leave? No? Okay, well I can't leave.
Anyway.
Well, let's look at Junko's body. I gently place my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touch her wrist for a pulse. There are 5 spears sticking out of her chest. She's dead. She really is dead. No crap. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you're even bothering to check. After those injuries and losing that much blood, frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Hold on. Just wait a second. She's dead? Then that means that everything that's happened so far is real. It's not a joke or whatever. It's really real. Heck no. Someone save me. Let me out of here. Somebody help me. You're just now accepting that? Yeah. Hifumi? Hifumi? Consciousness has crashed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment. Okay. Can I leave?
Just a second.
No. No? Okay, well. Come on, man. Let me out of here. Come on. Someone let me out. You? Is this really happening? Screw that piece of crap bear. Okay. We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. Well, then let me leave.
oh,
So you finally noticed? Huh? Notice what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Noticing anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. What? She's right! Then could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned toward me. Hold on a second, you got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You just expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it?
So then.
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
So.
well, do I really have to say any more?
perhaps you
I'd rather you didn't know.
Goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
I'll be going too. And just like that, Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it. Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever the son of a did this here is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence, they better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their gosh darn skull in my cells. I'm serious. I will F them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off. But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
Anyway,
We don't really have to do anything particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying? It was you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next? Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check, just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Okay, just 'cause you don't always have to speak your mind. Even if it is true. Sorry, Toko, but honestly. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left, and their parting look at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will...
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Zzz, zzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Yeah. I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file and see what we've got before. The victim was Sayaka Mizuno. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. So shortly after they went to bed then. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow I had to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I had to find out how she was killed. Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Cool. Yes, now I can leave the gym. Leave this place too. We're gonna have to go to the dormitories. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime. My room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. It won't even let me run to there, so I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I had better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Well, there's the sword. There's this is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. And remember, the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Replica sword has been added to the truth bullets. There's the room key. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key. If I remember correctly. Yep, that's right, we'll have to trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get in the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or open it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Switching rooms has been added to the truth bullets. Okay, I'm back. There's the sheath on the ground here. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, the sword's been taken out, so it's just the sheath, but... Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how'd the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you'd do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It couldn't just slide off in the middle of the fight, so why are the scratches on the sheath? Replica sword sheath has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Cool. What's up with the bed? Holy cow. There are gouges in the bed, like someone attacked it. What the heck happened here? Let's check out the lint roller. Oh, huh? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Sayaka somehow dirty my room and decided to clean up a little? Well, let's check out in the bathroom. I should look around here first. What? Okay, well, let's check out the scratches on the wall there. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Darn it! I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something. That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could know.
Well,
Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for a murder. Evidence of the struggle has been added to the truth bullets. It's Dr. Mondo.
by the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
you son of
That dirty... Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me. I know they think it's Makoto, but why do you assume it's a guy?
fucking
So I ever find the son of a crap that did this, I'm gonna pound his gosh darn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it? Right?
Yo,
That'll all get scored out when the time comes. Yeah. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
hey,
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. Well, I think Kyoko was back there. So let's talk with Kyoko here. Hey, Kyoko? I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but
What are you doing? Isn't it obvious? No, not really. I'm searching. Searching?
she was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen,
Are you a clean freak? Huh? No, I don't think so, but what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about the room. This has to do with the lint roller, probably. Huh. Is that why she's investigating the floor? Unusual? What do you mean?
so...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Yeah. Could someone have used it to...
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed the rear room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? Makoto's room cleanliness has been the way they worded that. Can I go into the bathroom now? I cannot. Okay. What else we have? That's the key. The trash bin's been knocked over. The sheath holder here thing. It's the display stand on the sword that was on. Well, no. Wait! Notepad! 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 The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Okay, never mind. What about in here? The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all, which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I need a toolkit like this.
Yo,
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo.
what?
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building effing furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either, then? Yeah, so you haven't used yours either, then? Not just me. Nobody's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way,
None of us guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the heck would we? Toolkit has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Hopefully I retain this knowledge for the class trial. Okay, well... Is there anything else completely on... Oh, I guess the table. There are scratches and... Okay, well that's the scratches. Our rooms are completely soundproof, remember? If anything happens, there's no way you could know. Well, I knew that. Well, why would I care about the cam? The surveillance camera. The mastermind must get... Okay. My hand is itchy right now. I don't see anything else that I could investigate. Well, I mean, there's... Yeah.
well,
Okay. What else do I see? Oh, the hair in my... What else is there? I can't. The bathroom. And on the other side of this door. I didn't do that, it actually went into a... No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I step into the bathroom. Yep. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her her. Sayaka, all at once, was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I want to give up. I want to collapse. But that thought held me up and supported me. Well, let's look at this first, because this is what I was talking about. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her. And there I saw... What? See, it looks like 11037, but... Let me get to another part real quick. Written in blood, there was the numbers 11037. Did Sayaka do this? Well, let's look at this. I told myself now's not the time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever the killer used to kill her, where'd they get it? That definitely is something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Okay, so it's the right wrist. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. What if the knife... So, this is what I'm thinking. What if the knife didn't kill her immediately? Because that message, 11037, backwards, kind of looks like the name Leon, which is why I'm really suspicious of him. But I'm also... So, the three people I'm really suspicious of are... Actually, I'm only suspicious of 2 people, but I could start to be suspicious of... So there's 3 people I'm suspicious of. 2 of them I will name. It's Byakuya, and... because he came in, like, really late. And then, obviously, Leon. The 3rd one I'm gonna save because, obviously, I do know about the whole investigation. I do know some things. I'm gonna leave this for a little bit. But there's something sort of glittery there on her wrist, too. Right there, her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... Huh? There's some blood on her left index finger. But that's it. That confirms that that was her dying message. The palm of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come... only her left finger. Sayaka's wrist has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. No crap. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? Man, unless the murderer is a crazy F. So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. Is there anything else I can investigate? Nope. Okay. I get it. I wish it wouldn't take me through the entire thing. Okay, well, let's leave. Yeah. I want to check out some other place. It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers that's most likely Sayaka's dying message. What do you mean by dying message? It's something a victim writes right before they die. Usually as a way to tell people who killed them. But generally, whoever writes it doesn't make it totally obvious. They'll either write it somewhere the killer wouldn't notice or write it out in code or something. Wow, that's pretty incredible.
Hey.
Have you ever heard of Ellery Queen? Who? Never mind. Can I need to talk to Kyoko first. Okay.
It would seem...
Use... Oh, they want me to react to the other one too. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? The numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. She wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her. It means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. So that confirms it. So if she just turns her hand completely towards the wall, she's gonna be writing like a normal person would, but upside down, because obviously if you turn your hand like this, like this, you're not gonna be writing like this. You're gonna be writing upside down, especially when you're like near death. So something tells me that it's not numbers. Or I could just be overthinking this. You never know. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what that result would be? The result?
Well,
Think about it. You're not going to tell me?
Kodo.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Dying message has been added to the truth bullets. Cool. Sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means. But honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer? There's one other thing I wanted to ask you. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Get stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame. Yeah, because the killer would know about that. So they said that the toolkits weren't used yesterday, but the kill happened at 1:30. So what if they... No, they wouldn't use the toolkit to get into the bathroom if it's broken like that. Never mind. They forced their way in somehow, though. But actually, I'm referring to the broken door. So, never mind. They could have used the toolkit. Huh? The doorknob.
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. Now it wants me to click on the doorknob. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this? Screws loose. So yeah, the toolkits weren't open yesterday, so maybe they opened the toolkits when they were doing this, because they said the death was around 1:30 in the morning, so it wasn't technically yesterday. Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. She just kind of said what I said. Whatever it was, it's obviously this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So,
I guess maybe they're trying to get the door unlocked and end up breaking the whole thing. My bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then, apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone else about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is, only you and Sayaka knew about this. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
Then that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Oh, see you later. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look somewhere else. I should start looking into the murder weapon might have come from, and also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is. Yeah. Wait a second. That can't be right. Makoto's room was two doors in. Sayaka's was 3 doors in. Hello? Huh? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. I thought they spawned me in the wrong section. That's why I was like, what? The nameplates are switched. The nameplates are switched. Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched. So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. I just came to a realization on something. Because the killer wouldn't want to switch it because they would frame Makoto. What if Sayaka Now I've been given a... If I'm thinking this correctly, now I've been given a reason to hate her. But why would anyone do that? Yeah. Why would... I think I've been given a reason to hate her if that's what I'm thinking is true. And it better not be true. Okay, we're gonna go down here. I'm gonna be nice. And I'm gonna go to the AV room and see what was on that disc. K. Oh, hi, Taka. Don't mind me. I'm just, investigating. Obviously. Because I'm smart and you're not. Okay. Stevie. Fudge. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I need to go into the room. Well, now that I'm back here, let's get that freaking disc. Yeah. What did she see, huh? Sorry, Sayaka, I need to... Don't apologize for going through her trash when she's dead. You're investigating her death. You're trying to bring her to light. I think I know what's going on. I think I might have a reason to hate her. I might be overthinking this. I am probably definitely overthinking this, and I really darn hope I'm overthinking this, because if I'm not, I would have killed her myself. Not literally, of course, but... Okay, now that we're here, we can see what was on that frickin' thing. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD on the player. I pushed play on the screen. It was dark for a few seconds, but then... an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage front and center was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with her friends she said had been important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. And she said they were like a family, I believe. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I had come to despise so much began to flow out of the speakers.
Sayaka Mizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly, the screen went dark, and in that moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figure of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, There's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
He convinced her that the reason the group fell apart was because she was trapped in there. Without warning, the video cut off. What the heck? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he wasn't even able to get to that? He was able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Well, I think they said to check the trash area as well. So I'm gonna ignore Taka. We don't need to start a conversation. We're in the middle of an investigation. Bye! Wait. Oh, that's the gym. Where's the trash? Where be the trash area? What are you? I'm gonna go in here. See if I can find anything in here. This was the vault door. What is Celeste doing here? So, do you have any clues or anything? What kind of clues? Let's just agree we do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend on revealing anything unless the class trial. Okay then, do you have any suggestions where I should start looking?
Well,
Ugh, so annoying. Must you bumble around fishing blindly for clues? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. The scene of the crime, naturally, but I think the trash room is also worth looking into. The trash room? It is the perfect place to destroy evidence. However, there is one little problem, which is
as for me,
that place is filthy. I'd rather die than set foot in there. Yeah, you would say that. Celeste is a little bit suspicious, but she's suspicious for everything, so I wouldn't put it past her to just be weird. I am trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf. That's... I'm out. Yeah, I knew to check the trash room. Where is the trash room? That's... Oh, here's the store! Oh, this place was blocked off before, huh? I know we're in the middle of an investigation. Oh, well, I guess I can't buy during an investigation. Oh. Well, oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. What about the little gumball machine here? Sure. I know we're in the middle of an investigation, but let's stop to see and check this out. Okay, what we got? We got an item. What we got? Okay, let's go to the trash room. That's the AV room. Stop wandering, Jazz. Stop wandering. That's probably where Monokuma stays. These are the let's check down here then. There's my phone. I'll check that later. Not bathhouse, dining hall, no. Where is the trash room? Oh wait, is it in the back of the... Oh, that's the laundry room. Oh, here it is. Okay. This has gotta be it. Da, 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 da. There's a sturdy gate here, no way to get past. It's the end of the line. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open?
No, you
No.
can't go any further.
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further.
Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further.
This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
No, you can't go any further.
Cleaning duty has been added to the truth bullets section. But somehow... Isn't there... There's still the hatch. It's still locked. Okay. Well, how do you know? I think I'm gonna see if I can find... Oh wait, he was in the hallway. I don't know where to find the list, but I do know you. I'm looking for whoever was on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? Yeah, it was him. Okay. It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday. It asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in the front of the trash room. Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge. Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient, actually. Anyone? Yeah. Oh.
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. But boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard.
Hey, fatty. Why you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh.
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You.
Liar, I know why you did it.
Is it?
You want to dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, and poking around at it. What are you talking about? All my love is for Tootie.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily choose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy is cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to... Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What? So now you suddenly want to join my party. Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around. Oh, okay. So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. Yeah. I just like how it, like, the thing in the middle just waddles back. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? But, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He never learned how to get by on the other side. He never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves way out. Whatever, please just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Hifumi, pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then... However, Mr. Naegi, surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend! You planned this all along! No! I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world. Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. There's a shattered glass. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. Looks like it could have been like a sphere or a ball. It looks like it used to be... Yeah, exactly. Like the clairvoyant fortune-telling ball. So, like... what's his name? Hero's glass ball. Yeah, is that... Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Could I be wrong, or was that a Dragon Ball's reference? I've only seen like one episode of Dragon Ball, so... Just like that Mina girl who was on the quest to find that one guy. Maybe I think this... Okay, whatever. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. I better go find out for sure. Shattered crystal ball has been added to the truth bullets. What's this down here? It's a cuff. It looks like a burnt piece of something. A cloth. Like a cuff to a shirt. A burnt piece? Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love? You are... Anyway, this is... It looks like a piece of cloth. And the shape... It's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence that the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. There isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Burnt shirt piece has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, well, incinerator here. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah, and it's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator? It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Hifumi, do you realize what you just said? The fairy? No, you said the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Yes, about that. There can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory. See, this is why I'm a little suspicious of Hifumi.
I feel as if...
But he wouldn't be so willing to open the gate if that were the truth. Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. Probably using the glass ball, which is why it shattered. But how is that possible? But through a gate? Who would be able to do that? Insane. In like one shot, who would be able to do that? This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt cloths were... What does it all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows who did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. It sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. With Hifumi, you never know. I think they said the gym would be the next place to go, which is... Oh gosh, are you kidding me? The gym? Gym is all the way down on the other end of the building. And no, I still have not figured out how to use the map. I would love to, though. Whee! Taka's still there. Hi, Taka. Bye, Taka. Alright, anyone down here? Whee! Whip around the corner into the gym. Who's in the gym? No one out here. No one's out here, so let's go in the gym. He said Chihiro. We wanted to talk to Chihiro. Hey, Chihiro. I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head. I'm
sorry.
I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? I highly doubt Chihiro could do this. No, couldn't be. I highly doubt Chihiro could do this. Hey, Hiro, can I ask you something? No. I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here now. I've had enough. Gotta break free. Hiro, snap out of it. Huh? Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? Duh! That's my crystal ball. But it's all smashed. What the heck? I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbeatable. So how did it break? Was it actually made of glass and not crystal? That guy totally duped me. He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Shattered crystal ball has been updated in the truth bullet section of your handbook. Thanks, Hiro. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up for from fortune telling for 2 full years came out to be like $1 million. Million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Yeah. Okay, so let's check out the laundry room. I'm just running back and forth, aren't I? Something about across from the bathhouse. I could be wrong. No, it's next to the bathhouse. We're going in the laundry room. There's some magazines laying around. No help there. Okay. It's a washing machine. A washing machine that has nothing to do with the case. There's a swimsuit hanging out to dry, but it has nothing to do with what's going on. Okay. Was there anything I'm supposed to do in here? Well, let's go talk with Kyoko, I guess. 'Cause maybe she has something else. Kyoko's not here. Let's go to the dining hall. Who's here? Aoi's here. Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a very first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me calm me down. So I know I shouldn't, but I've been here kind of hanging around here. Oops. To tell you the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Oh. Huh. Let's check out the kitchen. Can I check out the kitchen? I can. Wait, there's a knife missing. Obviously, that's the knife that... There are all kinds of kitchen knives, big and small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or I'd better see if anyone here knows more about it. Kitchen knife set. Now I can talk to Hina. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, a knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared? Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came in and took it, and you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. I always count. It's been added to the truth. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. Hina, do you really think I murdered her?
I mean,
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other in a classic drama is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. There we are.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Well, that's why the red door's there. The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. Well, I'm going to end the video here. Class trial will be next time, and from the start of that video on, I will have no clue what to expect. My suspicions right now are Byakuya, Leon, and Hifumi, and There was a kind of a hint of something else. I can't remember who it was. Oh yeah, Celeste. But Celeste is suspicious for anything. But feel free to leave a comment before you go, telling me your thoughts of the video or anything you would like to see me play in the future. And leave a like if you did like this video. Consider subscribing if you are new to the channel. I will upload very frequently. And hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single video. I will see you all later. Bye. Peace off.